This is a brief guide to planning and delivery of a seminar in the ENGG2800 and METR2800 courses. We'll also discuss our expectations and the marking sheet. Specifically, we'll talk about the structure of your seminar, some planning hints, and how that relates to the marking. To start with, ask yourself 3 questions. What is the problem or the task that your team's setting out to solve here? Why are you taking any given approach to your solution? And how are you going to achieve that outcome? When you prepare material or content for those 3 questions, be mindful of the limited amount of time you have available to present that material. Typically this is about 2.5 minutes for a team of 4. We may allow some extra time for teams of 3. Your audience and your assessors are technically competent, so we don't need to revisit the basics of coding or the basics of analog or digital electronics. Obviously you're communicating verbally, you're providing some text through your slides, and hopefully some relevant images. We also hope that you can provide some so-called artifacts. These may be circuit boards or completed systems that demonstrate progress in a clear and unambiguous way. A useful rule of thumb might be the rule of 3s. That is, set out to tell us simply 3 things that you've done, and tell us on an individual slide no more than 3 things. If you follow this simple rule, you're much less likely to fall into the trap of delivering way too much detail, which will obscure your simple messages and make it difficult to understand what you've actually done. Simply telling us what you're going to tell us and then do it. Time spent rehearsing your talk will be well spent, particularly with someone who's willing to listen. Take some time to look at the mark sheet. I'm sure you'll see the criteria reflect our expectations for the seminar. In the past, students have lost significant marks in terms of timing. This is very easily attended to if you've taken some time to rehearse your talk and timed it beforehand. Similarly, it's easy to gain marks for team cohesion by simply linking your talks with other members of your team.